Hi, I'm Liz Paddock. I'm a local realtor here in Jenison. I've lived here for about 19 years. I love the area and I love educating buyers and sellers on what's going on in our real estate market. So I will flip my screen here and go over a report that I've used single family homes in the Jenison area to review. And I looked at stats from June last year and June this year of what had sold. I wait till about halfway through the month because some sales get reported late, and I wanted to have all the stats to share with you. I do these every month. So on the 15th of the month, feel free to check back in. So I'm going to share with you here my report. So June 2026 at a glance, there were 30 homes that sold and closed last month. That was up from June 2025, as you can see here, 7.1%. The median sold price is $399,950. That is up 4.7% from June last year. So the price is up. Homes that have sold are up. And the median days on the market are up a little bit here too, 6.5 days versus 5 days last June. Median sold price to list price, homes are selling at around list price as long as they are priced properly. Prices kept climbing a year later. So year over year, things have gone up. Comparing June last year to June this year, values have moved higher on pretty much every measure that matters to a seller. So the median sold price is up 4.7%. The average sold price is 452,637. And homes closed was 28 homes last year. And we're at 30 homes this year. It's not much of a change, but it's up still a little bit here. The pace of the market. It is still moving fast, but not frantic. Homes today are taking a day and a half, which is not much longer to sell than last June. That has not cooled competition. More sellers are holding or beating their asking price than a year ago, at least the June stats. So median days on the market, 6.5. Median days on the market last month were 5. So it's up just 1.5 days. Homes that sold at or above list in June 2026 is 70%. And last year it was 64.3% sold at list price or above. So it's up a little bit. Buyers have a little bit more room than they think. They did a year ago. And price rate homes in Jenison still gone within a week. So things are still moving fast, but not quite as frantic. Okay, 5 brackets. So I kind of separated these homes into the brackets of where they sold as far as price range. So 3 were from 300 to 350, and mainly probably because there are only 3 available because there's not much in that price range. 351 to 400, 13 sales happened there. So that's the largest group out of this whole bracket. 401 to 450, there were 6. There was only 2 between 451 and 550, and then over 551, there were 6. The entry floor is still the busiest floor. So homes that sold in that tour took up 53% of the market and sold in 6 days. The median price per square foot was 275. 68.8 sold for at or above list price. Median sold to list price was 100%. The next tier up is just as competitive. 14 homes sold above 400,000 of the month, 40% of the month stats here. Move up buyers are not finding much relief. Homes in this tier sold for more over asking price than the starter homes did. So there were 14 homes that sold, 8 days on the market, so slightly fewer more days on the market than the other price range, but still very, very short time period. 71.4% of them sold at list or higher, and the median sold to list price was 102.1. Keep in mind, not everyone sold like that, but the ones that were priced properly. So the math of moving up, let's talk about that. So the median starter home is 375.5, and the median move up home that's in the higher bracket was 492. So the gap is gap to close is 116,500. That's between the median starter home and the median move up home. So when you sell, you keep the sale price that you owe on the mortgage. The leftover cash, that's your equity, becomes a down payment on the next house. So if you bought a few years ago when your equity has likely grown and your balance has gone down, so it can cover a large share of that gap of 116.5 between the two. Okay, let's take a look at the map and see where things are selling at as far as price range by the map. So the lighter dots are the lower price range. And then as you get darker, the darkest ones are over here. This one was on Cedar Lake area. In the Hawthorne 589.9 over Lowing Woods, those are up higher. So take a look at the map and you can kind of see the pattern of how it gets darker as it goes kind of west. Top of the market, 551 and above. This tier rewards patience and precise pricing. 6 homes closed above 551 in June. Correctly priced homes moved under 2 weeks, while overpriced ones sat for months. And some of those are new construction that weren't done, so they were sitting there for a while. 6 homes sold in that market. 594.5 was the median within that market. Homes sold between 4 and 203 days on the market. Median sold to list price is basically 100%, 100.4%, which is basically at list price. So two next steps. If you own a starter home, homes under 400,000 are still selling in about 6 days if they're priced right. 68.8% sold at or above list price. So keep that in mind. This window has held steady for several months in a row. Your home and equity sale price minus what you still owe and the funds of your down payment is what goes towards your next home. If you're buying up, homes are sitting slightly longer above 450, more room to negotiate on terms, but 71.4% of the move up homes still closed at or above their asking. Well-priced homes in that price range above 551 has still gone under market within a couple weeks, which is relatively quickly. Overpricing is the single biggest risk in that tier right now. If you are ready to see where you fit in the market at Jenison, whether you're listing a starter home and buying your next one, or just want to know what your home in Jenison is worth this month, I would love to walk you through that. Message me and reach out, and I would love to get in touch with you. I also have a move up guide that is super helpful for Jenison homeowners. So click below this to get that resource as well. Thank you so much for catching up with my market update for June 2026. And I'll be back next month on the 15th to give you the update for July.